Mr. Trump, the debate happened. Any regrets for not showing up?
No, it was so great. We gave a tremendous performance with lots of different people for the veterans, and we raised, John, $6 million, and we had less than a day to do it. And I had fantastic people putting up a lot of money. Carl Icahn gave $500,000. I gave $1 million. We raised $6 million for the vets in less than a day. And on top of that, we got great coverage because the debate was not as exciting as what we did.
But it's about more than that. In 2011, you were going to participate in a Newsmax debate, and you said of the Republicans who weren't going to show, you said, we're not seeing a lot of courage here, are we? Not a lot of courage. These Republicans, they're supposed to be brave. Why can't that be said about you?
Well, they should have showed because there was no reason. Now, I was doing the moderation. I mean, it was for a Newsmax thing, and I just said, you know, they asked me, the owner is a friend of mine, Chris Ruddy, a very good guy, and he said, would you do it? I said, I've never done that before. I guess I'd do it.
What about the bravery charge?
No, but here's the difference. I was treated very unfairly by Fox. I was treated badly. They weren't treated badly. I mean, I was treated very, very badly by Fox. They issued a statement that was an inappropriate statement. Now, what happened is since then they've been very nice, and they tried very much to get me to do the debate. By that time, the event, my counter event, had taken off, and you know, you saw thousands and thousands of people standing outside the building. It was amazing.
What about this charge, though? I mean, it's a press release. Like, if you can't,
it's
you
okay.
know,
Okay.
but
no.
you were offended. But
Well,
isn't
I
that? Are
wasn't
you
offended.
being a little too
I didn't go
politically
wild.
correct
I went
about?
out. You know what I did? I went out and I raised $6 million for vets. That's more important, frankly, than doing a debate because I've done already 6 debates. Supposedly, I've won all 6, according to every single poll, including Time Magazine, Drudge, every one of them. I've won every debate. So, I mean, it's not like I'm just saying, when do these debates stop? I have another one coming up, I guess, in another week. So you have debates all the time.
And you have an important one on the 13th of February with CBS.
That must be with CBS.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you're going to treat me fairly.
Of course. Let me ask you about the veterans. Some veterans groups have said that you use the veterans as a part of a political stunt, that you were, you know.
I haven't even seen that. I haven't seen that. They were so happy last night. We had tremendous numbers of vets there. You saw the crowds outside, thousands of people standing outside. It was only about 750 seats because it was a theater. But we had thousands of people outside. We had cameras set up. It was incredible. And boy, the vets really loved it. I hadn't heard that anybody was. Why would they be against raising money?
Well, I guess the idea is you were offended by Fox, wanted to get, you know, not be in the debate, and then you concocted the veterans thing kind of as an afterthought.
I mean, honestly, I haven't heard about this, but you know, if you tell me that, I can tell you that the vet groups that we dealt with are so happy, and they're going to be splitting up $6 million. That's pretty good.
22 organizations. Wounded Warriors is not on the list of the 22 you're giving to. Why not? You've given to
Well,
them
we
back.
saw some bad stories about them, and until we find out what's going on, you know, we said maybe we better take that one off the list. I was a big fan of Wounded Warriors, frankly, and Trace Atkins, who's one of the great people. You know, he was one of my winners on The Apprentice, and just a fantastic guy. But I looked at the Wounded Warrior situation. I saw some stories, I think on CBS actually, and I think I want to give it a little pause until we find out whether or not that stuff is correct. So we looked very carefully. I always do. I look very carefully as to expenses and what things are costing and how, you know, how they allocate their money. And I like to see nice low numbers in terms of expense. Those numbers were pretty high.